Examiner love asking practicals and almost everyone makes the same mistake. Let's make sure that you are not one of them. GCSE Chemistry Paper 2 required practical effect of hydrochloric acid concentration on the rate of reaction. Before we look at this method, I want to explain the concept behind the practical so that you understand exactly what is happening. If you look at the diagram, you can see that the magnesium is reacting with hydrochloric acid. The gas produced in this reaction is hydrogen gas. As the hydrogen gas is produced, it travels through the delivery tube and enters the gas syringe. The gas pushes the plunger backward and creating more space inside the syringe. This allows us to measure the volume of hydrogen gas during this reaction. Now let's look at the main idea behind this practical. The concentration of hydrochloric acid is being changed. In the 3 containers shown, you see that number of particles increases as the concentration increase. For example, 3 mole, 4 mole, 5 mole per decimeter cube. However, the amount of magnesium remain exactly the same each time. This is extremely important to understand. The amount of magnesium is kept constant because it is my control variable. Many students have a misconception here, so please pay close attention. Imagine that each container contained only 3 particles of magnesium. In the first container, those 3 magnesium particles react and produce a certain amount of hydrogen gas. In the second container, although there are more particles of acid present, but the same 3 magnesium particles are only available to react. The extra acid particles remain unused because there is not enough magnesium. Exactly the same thing happens in the third container. No matter how much extra acid you add, the same amount of magnesium react each time. This means that the total volume of hydrogen gas produced remains the same. This is one of the biggest misconceptions students have. Increasing the concentration does not increase the final volume of the gas produced. The final volume stays the same because magnesium is my limiting reactant. I hope this makes sense. Let's look at the graph. For each concentration, whether it is least concentrated, medium concentrated, or most concentrated solution, only the steepness of the line changes. The final volume of the gas produced stays the same. Why? Because magnesium is the limiting factor and the same amount of magnesium is used each time. Higher concentration simply makes the reaction happen faster. Therefore, high concentration, steeper graph, high concentration, faster rate of reaction, high concentration, final volume of the gas, same final volume of the gas produced. Now, let's move on to the method. Method where you just have to measure a fixed volume of hydrochloric acid. Only the concentration of hydrochloric acid should be changed. Measure fixed length of magnesium ribbon. Add the magnesium ribbon to the acid. Immediately attach the bung connected to the gas syringe and start the stopwatch straight away. Record the volume of hydrogen gas produced every 10 seconds. Repeat the experiment using different concentration of hydrochloric acid. Repeat each concentration and calculate the mean of the results. Okay, so now what are the variable? The most important thing. This is very important. Okay, independent variable is what you change. Concentration of hydrochloric acid we are changing. Dependent variable is what you measure. Volume of hydrogen gas we are measuring. Control variable is what you keep the same. So volume of hydrochloric acid, length of the ribbon, temperature. These are 3 control variables you should always remember. Okay, so now some examiner tips. Higher concentration produces a faster rate of reaction. Okay, faster reaction gives a steeper graph. Repeat the experiment, calculate the mean always. Keep all the control variables the same. Start timing immediately after adding magnesium. The total volume of gas produced stays the same because the amount of magnesium ribbon is kept constant. Remember that magnesium is a limiting reactant. The final point is probably the most important concept in this practical and one of the most common areas where students lose marks. I hope this makes sense. Please do let me know if you have any question. And I have attached the sheet below. You can, if you want, you can just save it and revise. Thank you. I hope this helped. Thank you very much.